Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. And this is the Medical Billing Blueprint Series, episode 11, an episode which I should supposed to post earlier, and but better late than never. We'll be working on today and discussing about language barrier. This is kind of a topic which I believe is very important for everybody nowadays because it's kind of a fear for everyone because people think that like I met incredible talented people who never applied for an opportunity because they believe that they're English or they're another language that they wanted to go in. Let's just say we're working in, US, so we'll be speaking in English. So they usually think that, if my English wasn't good enough, so I won't be able to be a good fit. But today we'll be actually changing that mindset. It's kind of a biggest myth so far. Providers aren't hiring you to impress them with your English and our perfect English. They're hiring you because they trust you that you will be solving their problem. It's as simple as that. So you need clear communication more than a perfect accent. Confidence comes with the practice, so you will be practicing it. How this actually works, let's just talk about that. Talk about, let's just say, phone calls, emails, meetings, you know, explain your billing issues, following up professionally. Notice something? None of this require a fancy vocabulary. They require clarity. That's it. It's not about being perfect in your communication or perfect in your vocabulary or perfect in your accent. Um, let's just improve that, daily basis. Because these are the things which I understand the language barrier is something that most of the billers, even though the most talented people that I spoke with, in the past or right now, even in my own firm that we have seen so far, that there are a lot of people who hesitate to speak in English, to convey the right message to another, provider or, to the office manager because they're not comfortable or not convenient. They think it's not convenient to just deliver what they want to. So you should supposed to work on that, and you just need to start it from today because if you want to improve, if you're a great builder out there, a great coder, and if you cannot explain what exactly is going on with that practice, you cannot explain what exactly the problem is, then all of that will be in the vein. So well, let's work on that. Let's just talk about solutions, how you'll be improving that. I would say they are basic things that you can follow, basic routines, routine that will help you to actually build something, improve your English, obviously, and work on your communication skills. So let's start with reading healthcare articles because healthcare articles will be helping you every day because that is kind of a terminology that you'll be using, right? So let's just stick to what we do. That is healthcare. So let's just work on read healthcare articles, watch English healthcare content, practice speaking for at least 10 minutes daily, which is very minimum. I believe everybody can do that. And, apart from that, the best exercise that I've seen so far is, record yourself and listen back. See what exactly you're doing. See what exactly you're, talking about, how you sound like. So record yourself, listen back, see what are the mistakes. Learn common medical billing terms like modifiers, you know, the coding side of it, you know, basic EHR things, whatever the basic, terminologies that we have, diagnosis and in the LCDs, NCDs kind of things. Learn those, basic ones. So you can actually explain the provider, ability, insurance name, Humana, Magellan, all of the other things which people cannot pronounce, or even the pronounce they might be doing it wrong. So work on those things and do not be afraid for making mistakes. Everybody do make mistakes. Every conversation you do will actually makes you a little better every day. So don't worry about it. If I share my personal experience, it's been 13 years since I'm speaking with the whites, since I'm working in the United States, with the people who are, the American citizens. So it's been almost 10 to 13 years now, and I wasn't perfect one. If I share my experience, I was the one who actually started in the BPO industry, the B2C, and I still remember my first experience was very everybody has their own vices and virtues, but yeah. So I had my virtues too that I was talking with a lady and I was reading my script, which I was getting at that time. And what happened was it's very funny that, she's I was mumbling around the script and I was like, so and she said, okay, Mr. Say what you're gonna say, Mr. So that was a very funny scenario that happened, a very ridiculous one. And I just hung up the call and I went away and on the other call and just started taking another call. But I paused my dialer for a while and I was just, I was embarrassed because I made a huge mistake and the quality assurance was very difficult at that time. So a lot of things, but again, so I wasn't a perfect one. That's what I'm trying to say. I was very bad at English initially, obviously. Everybody does, it's not about pro learning a proper grammar. It will take some time, What we need is, that how your confidence will be there by the experience, not the perfection one. So let's just work on that. And then, the person will still be doing practicing about it, always will win down the road. It will take some time. You should supposed to work on this every day because that's how you improve it. Your confidence is gonna be louder than your accent. So work on that. Doctors do remember professionalism, not a perfect grammar. So work on those things. And I think every expert was once afraid to speak. So your willingness to improve is more important than your current level. So don't worry about it. Just start working on it. And if you've been holding yourself back because of the lack of English or another language, let today be the day you will stop making excuse and start improving yourself. I'll be happy to help you out in any manner possible, guys. If you are facing some troubles regarding anything, or if you think that we know how the exercises will work, which kind of a series that I should watch, all of that stuff, DM me. I'll be happy to help you out with this because that's what we've done. It's been like 11 episodes so far for Medical Billing Blueprint series. I'm not sure anybody else is doing that right now in the industry, sharing your live, personal experiences with you guys, the on-field experiences. So, you know, I'll be happy to help you in any manner possible. Looking forward to meet you guys in another episode with an interesting topic that can actually help you to grow. So that's what we're doing. We're building up consultants. We are setting up a good kind of skills so you guys can actually make some good for yourself and your family. So that's the plan, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. You have a good one. Take care of everyone. Talk soon.